So you're lifting weights. Maybe it's something you've always done. Maybe you're a complete newbie. Or maybe you're getting a little professional support, working a broken muscle or two. I want to celebrate you. But before we get out the pom poms and do a happy dance, I have a question. Are you eating enough protein to support this muscle work? Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we probe the trials and tribulations of muscle building. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. Now, building muscle is hard work, not just on the outside, but on the inside too. It requires a lot of resources to get the little satellite cells dividing and integrating into those muscle fibers. And when supplies are low, something has to give. And it turns out the something is muscle, not the muscle that's doing all the work. The body knows in this moment, this muscle is needed for you to survive and thrive. So it borrows from Peter to pay Paul. Since, in the big picture of things, the working muscle's energy requirement must be the priority. The muscle that is lost is the muscle that's, well, doing nothing. Yes, the old adage of use it or lose it is really true. This all came to light when a team of researchers based in Denmark exploited new technology and AI and looked at a more whole body view of muscle building. They signed up 28 leg muscles and 2 arm muscles for a 10-week muscle building program. The owners of the muscles were all young and healthy. There were 11 guys and 10 girls. But they had never hit the gym to lift heavy, so it was a little nerve-wracking. The lady muscles were taking a fixed dose oral contraceptive throughout the program to keep the hormone levels more balanced, so that changes in muscle volume weren't impacted by the hormone roller coaster. Now, the team deliberately designed their program to be unbalanced, something that would never be recommended by a gym trainer, although it does happen when injured muscles are involved in training. The training program targeted the elbow flexors and extensors using dumbbells and the knee extensors and flexors using a gym machine. The unbalanced left whole muscle groups while twiddling their thumbs at the gym, while others worked in earnest. And the muscles on the left side of the body had a different exercise load to those on the right-hand side. Participants scoffed down a protein shake on training days, but outside of this, they could eat anything, that is, ad libitum. The only requirement, tell the research team about it. So, what happened? Well, overall, everyone got more muscle, though the extent of the gains showed inter-individual variability. The overall gain is reflected by the gray bar. Some people really bulked up, while others, well, the overall gain was marginal. Condolences to participant number 20 and 21. In both these individuals, the gains, reflected by the green bars, were virtually wiped out by the lost muscle, reflected by the blue bars. Now, this data only showing what happened to the muscles on the left-hand side of the body. Lost muscle whilst doing resistance training? Impossible? Nope. The muscles slipping into oblivion were the muscles not being targeted by the training. Remember, I told you it was a little unbalanced. So, lesson number one from this study: don't play favorites. But why did some people lose so much? Our team suspected it had to do with resources. Remember, building muscle is hard work. It requires biochemical energy and building blocks. So they plotted muscle growth against energy and protein intake. The energy data was all over the place. But when they honed in on protein intake, a definite pattern emerged. People consuming more protein per day ended up with more muscle growth overall. And the protein intake was the differentiator in terms of muscle disappearing. People eating less, particularly less protein per day, were far more likely to lose muscle volume. So, lesson number two: muscle loss is more likely to happen when you're not eating enough. Enough calories and protein, but especially protein. And look at that protein number. Official guidelines recommend that you should aim for 0.8 grams of protein for every kilogram of you. Now, in this study, they were doing this. Remember, they got a protein shake with each exercise session. But this data suggests that that number is often not enough if you are lifting weights. The threshold needs to be higher. And based on this data, for most people, a number of 1 to 1.2 grams is sufficient. Now, interestingly, this is the number typically recommended for oldies, all oldies, whether they're lifting weights or not. So, what does it look like in plain English? Well, if you weigh 65 kilograms, you should be pushing for 65 grams of protein a day, and preferably consume the protein across the day, not all in one go with dinner. And now, dieters, beware. If you are cutting calories and exercising in the interests of losing weight, your muscles are vulnerable. You may be losing more muscle. Which brings us to lesson number three: prioritize getting enough protein to protect them. This is what I recommend in the Candy Floss system. It's a system which gives you tools and strategies to tame your sugar gremlin by improving your insulin sensitivity. Click through to the Better Body Chemistry website to learn more and begin the journey today. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry or need a little help getting your body chemistry on track? Visit betterbodychemistry.com, browse our library, or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Know someone who is committed to muscle building? Share this video with them so they understand the importance of feeding their muscles. And if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.